Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO custom Jurassic World Dominion Baryonyx. This is in collaboration with Toy Universe. Alright, so before that, the guest PC contest winners will be announced later on, so stay tuned guys! Now for the making of our Baryonyx. So we're placing out several parts of our Baryonyx figure here, and as you can see, I'm using my Dremel to cut out several parts from other figures as well. You can see I have removed the single claws on the legs and connected them together so that it looks nothing like that of the Indoraptor. So here is the finished kit bash portion of our Baryonyx. You can see here I'm actually experimenting on the mechanical arms because the Baryonyx in the Jurassic World Dominion movie doesn't have or is missing one arm, so they're actually using a prosthetic arm for that. Now we mixed here different parts of equal parts of A and B non-sag epoxy, and we're filling in on the gaps of our Baryonyx. Also, we'll be changing a little bit on the sculpt as well, the overall shape of the neck, the body, and we're filling in also for the legs. And here is how it looks like so far. So I've already wet sanded this one and added in several details such as that of the scutes on the back, the neck, and also the tail. As you can see here, I have managed to piece out the parts for our mechanical arm. Now it's time for us to paint, as this is already primered. So we'll be using some brushes, of course, different sizes. We have some acrylics over there and some water. Now we're ready to paint. So for the underbelly of our Baryonyx, this is actually a mixture of a dark brown, some white, and a little bit of yellow ochre. We're painting it on the underbelly, the underside of the tail, the lower sections of the neck, and likewise that of the lower jaw of our Baryonyx. So after this has been dried, since you can see it's not taking in so much of the paint, so we dry it up, and then we're going in for a second try or a second coat on this particular paint scheme. So for the upper sections of our Baryonyx, this is a much darker coloration, or a much with a little bit of brown to it. So we're painting in on the areas of the head, the neck area, the body, and also the arms and the legs. So I know it looks, so plain. Well, it is just like that. Later on, we'll be providing some more colors to it. So we added in some more browns, and we're painting in some scales on the body. Oh, hi Asher and Moira. They're actually playing while I was actually painting on this particular figure. Right, so just continue on with the process. If you want, I usually do one side first and then the other, so that it would somehow be more, symmetrical in a way. So with a darker shade of gray, we're just painting in also scales on the feet, as how I usually do it with most of my pteropods, so that there would be additional interest on the legs, and so it looks more like a dinosaur. Usually you can see these markings on legs and feet of birds. Now here's a mixture of blue, some brown, and black. and we're painting it on the topmost portions of our Baryonyx here. And this is very similar to the coloration of the Baryonyx that we've seen in the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, but since this is also a Baryonyx from the Jurassic World Dominion, I know that there is a Baryonyx scene in the recent website for Jurassic World Dominion where these dinosaurs are out in the wild, and where people can see them, and they can be spotted. And that's it for the video on our making of our Baryonyx. I hope you enjoyed this one and learned something from it as well. So we're just continuing on with the details, and then later on you'll see the final product of our Baryonyx. Alright, so let's now move on with the next portion of this video. It's now time for us to announce the Guess the Species contest winners, and we have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Sean Xavier, Mammoth, Pedro Melado, Ellie Joriel, Dusty First Reyes, Chromas Finest, Passos the Tyrant, Storm, Pageant Vermeulen. Congratulations everyone, and now for our top 10 winners. Soshri,
Top 10.
Faru Rex,
Top 9.
Zacchaeus Adventures,
Top 8.
Gabriel
Top
Elkins,
7.
Mimic
Top
Productions,
6.
Fredbear the Bear,
Top 5.
Longclaw the
Top
Thunder
4.
Dinosaurus, Ready 12 BMGO, Hunter Hints,
Top 2.
Cretaceous Bricks. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess the Species contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and in the homepage just click on that community link and it will lead you to all our posts. I'll see you there everyone! And now for the exciting part of this video, some bricks! Okay, so let's count down the number of parts of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 parts to this. Let's start by connecting the head here with lower jaw. Connecting it to the neck. Now let's connect this to the body. Now let's try connecting the arms. The hands, the other one, the hands as well, the legs, and of course the tail. There you have it, our Jurassic World Dominion Baryonyx. It is now time for some Extinct Bricks Dino Trivia. Baryonyx name means heavy claw. A juvenile Baryonyx with a prosthetic limb was seen in place of a fighting ring battling a juvenile Allosaurus with Jurassic World Dominion movie. Now for a closer look everyone! And here we are on this exciting Jurassic World Dominion series, and we have here our Baryonyx from that same particular movie. So I think I missed, recreating the Baryonyx from Jurassic World, the Fallen Kingdom, and the designs in the recent reopened Jurassic World Dominion will have the same featured Baryonyx. So I figured I'd do this one because technically the Baryonyx with the mechanical arms in the picture was quite blurry, and I couldn't make out of any details onto it. So I'd rather make something that I have a reference of a big deal, and so this one I made it from that particular Baryonyx type, so it's actually based off from this particular photo over here. So, but the mechanical arms, of course, is from Dominion as well. So, of course, Moira here, oops, luckily she just missed the bite, but she'll be coming back later for some size comparison. So let's just move along with the closer look on this one, shall we? So our Baryonyx here will have, of course, this mechanical arm to it. It's actually articulated, so you can put it down and flex it like so. You can also twist it in that way. This arm will also pivot like that, and the wrist is actually a 2-point wrist to it, so it can do this and do that, right? And also a lot more things. The mechanical arm is actually attached, of course, on the Baryonyx. However, it has several straps connected to also the neck leash here. So it attaches here on this point as well. There's a stud receptor over there, and it has this chain to it on the leash, so that the mercenaries will pull it like so if the Baryonyx would be behaving badly, I guess. And so yeah, so taking a look closely at the paint scheme on this one, as I told you earlier, it's from the Jurassic World Dominion Baryonyx, and everything here is colored. You have colored teeth, the insides of the mouth as well, the coloration of dark blue here. I know it looks a bit more black to you guys, but it's actually dark blue. It has a lining of white over here. Oops. And the overall undertone would be a light gray with several scaling details here and a lighter underbelly. So we can also have several articulations to this one, so similar to the Baryonyx that we have from before. So the neck area also generates some articulation to it, as well as the head, like so. So, and the tail also would have some movement to it as well. So how do we take off this one and replace it with the normal arm? So that's quite easy. So all we need to do now is just take off the head and the neck, like so. So fix up this one, and then you take out this particular stud receptor over here, and then you pull this one out, like so, very carefully if I might. And that's it. That's how you take off this particular contraption. So if you're wondering, so does Allan have a spare arm for this one? Yes, of course. Here it is. And there you have it. I actually have a replaceable arm, just in case you're into that, robot thing. So you can still put this one up, and probably take this entire thing off and then put it back on the Baryonyx, but I'm not gonna do that yet. So yeah, hasta la vista, baby. So that's the Baryonyx for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. So we'll just be moving on with, of course, okay, so we're going back for some size comparisons now. Alright, so of course Moira is back here for us to compare with a Baryonyx. And although of course the Lego Baryonyx is quite big for its size over here, It's just about okay, I guess, because the perfect actually base figure for this one is the Baryonyx Lego. So comparing in size, it's okay from my end. So let's now compare with some other Spinosaurs, at least medium-sized Spinosaurs from my collection so far. So let's start with, of course, the Baryonyx. So I have here a Baryonyx Lego figure over here. So it says here Lego. It's quite dusty. Pardon the ickiness. But yeah, so this is the Baryonyx Lego. There are some differences in terms of articulation, coloration, as well as the overall look of the Baryonyx here. So we have added articulation on the head here. It doesn't look weird when it's looking down like so. So it seems like it's a broken neck, right? So at least for this one, it doesn't look like so broken at all. So those are one of the big differences that I actually added to this one. I also added several more skits on the back and also on the far end of the tail. So you can see there. Of course, the arms are quite different. I added in a coloration of I think the actual coloration of the Baryonyx is in keeping here. So comparing it with the Lego one, it's kind of bit of an improved Baryonyx, to be honest, especially that this one doesn't have those horrible sickle claws on the legs or on the feet. So I know you guys are quite a bit complaining regarding the Lego Baryonyx having those sickle claws, and even it's quite easy to change it, to be honest. So I don't know why Lego is not doing that, but yeah. So this one is the much improved Baryonyx. And improving up Baryonyx, talking about Baryonyxes, so we have here also my Baryonyx from before. This was my first attempt of a Baryonyx remake or a custom Baryonyx, and although this is much simpler, this is based off from the Jurassic World website Baryonyx, the first design that it was actually brought about. So it has the same, at least neck and head articulation to it. Arms typically the same. I didn't actually change much the overall body, except of course I had to reduce those sickle claws to a much more normal one. And yeah, so I actually like the design on this one, but comparing it with how I actually paint my designs on figures now, it's much more detailed, and I guess this is how I do my figures at the moment. So yeah, much improved, but still I like this one. I'm gonna keep it because it brings such good nostalgia to me. Right, so moving along with another Spinosaur. Pardon, I cannot find the tail on this one. This is the Siamosaurus. I just recently made this one, so I like the colors on this one with those bright greens, and the purple yam colors on this one makes me hungry a bit. I like ube. Here in the Philippines, we have a lot of those. We usually put those in our halo, especially now that it's ending summer. So hopefully I could get more of those before the summer ends. Yeah, so this is the Siamosaurus, almost the same size as our Baryonyx here. Same articulations, doesn't have those sickle claws. Right, so next up we have here our Echiovenator. Alright, so let me just fix it a bit. Okay, so here is our Echiovenator. It's a little bit smaller than our Baryonyx. Looking at it now, I think it has a large head in my opinion, so I might just change it a bit, but I took out, of course, those horrible sickle claws. It has this very unique sail to it. Maybe I would change it someday,
ones probably when Mattel or Jurassic World would have another design on the Equivinator, but for now I'm keeping it. I like the way that there is a soft transition from yellows to oranges on the face, and yeah, this is actually one of those pivotal times when I was thinking that maybe I should move forward with my painting scheme and take it up to the next level. Okay, so moving along with the next comparison, here is the Triastronics. This is actually one of my favorite medium-sized Spinosaurs. It's a hybrid, obviously, and it's part of the Halloween collection from last year. So looking forward for Halloween again this year. So watch out for that, guys. So this one, although I don't usually make fabulous and over the top designs, I think this particular dinosaur or hybrid really caught my eye, and it's one of those things that I'm really proud of in terms of painting wise and also fabrication of design on the creature itself. So yeah, so if you guys haven't seen this one, please check it out. There's quite a lot to scroll down, but please check it out. It's quite a good video, and I would recommend it to all of you guys. Alright, so last of my medium size Spinosaurus would be this one. So this is our Suchomimus. Now the Suchomimus here has a lot of differences in terms of comparing it in size with our Baryonyx. It's technically much larger, more robust. It has longer legs. The claws on the hands, you would see that it's quite pronounced. The head is much longer. It has the same neck though. The back is redone actually. So if you haven't noticed, I actually have or uploaded a new video on the Suchomimus. So it also has this more robust tail to it. So guys, check it out. I do recognize that maybe someday Jurassic World would make a redo of the design, and I'm excited for that. And if that happens, I'm probably gonna do another Suchomimus because I like Spinosaurus so much. Alright, so that is the video for you guys, or the size comparisons. Let's now move along with Extinct Species Roll Call, and you have all the creatures that I've shown here earlier on. And if you do have other suggestions, what among the Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs I would be doing next, could be a pterosaur or another creature, just comment them down below. But if you also have other suggestions of other customs that you'd like to see here on my channel, please put them down as well below. Probably after Jurassic World Dominion, I'll try and reconsider and consider some of your suggestions. A theme, maybe Star Wars or whatever, as long as they're within the scope of our channel, then probably I'll consider those. All right. Okay. So Mara here would also like to remind you guys that all that you see here are available in our Extinct playlist. So check him out here on the link below. But I'll also be placing in individual links of all that you see here, so that you won't have to go through all of those 200 and plus the videos that I've uploaded so far. Okay, so let's now start with the Extinct Species Roll Call. Starting off from this side, this is my LYKA Baryonyx over here. My Extinct Jurassic World Baryonyx. We also have here Jurassic World Alive Triastronics by Extinct, of course. We have here our Extinct Equivinator, We have here our Extinct Bricks Siamsaurus. I believe this is from Dinosaur King design. We also have here our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Suchomimus. And of course, the star of the show here, this is our Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Dominion Baryonyx, with of course those mechanical arms. So I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. I enjoyed making this particular design. I think it has improved dramatically. It looks somewhat like how LEGO would give it to us, but an improved version, of course. But yeah, so thank you everyone, and I'll be putting in additional videos or video clips for you guys until the end of the video, so stay tuned until the end. Alright?
Oh, cool, it's feeding time. Mario's feeding the Baryonyx some goat. I hope he has the mouthful, if you get what I mean. And that's it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for all your likes, your views, and your shares. For that, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Also, please don't forget to support our other channels if it's all Universe and the Adventures of Myra and Usher. Please watch our videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!